Scorpios, welcome to your mid-month tune-up. We're just checking in, seeing what's up for the middle of December. So let's get to it. Holy Spirit Angels, Divine Guides, Universe, can you please provide your truth, your wisdom, your clarity, your insight for Scorpios for the middle of December 2019? What do you see? What do they need to know to reach your higher ground, become closer to Universe and closer to Divine? Any messages you have for their greater good would be greatly appreciated. And keep in mind, this is a general reading and it can apply to any aspect of life. Okay, can you please show me general energies for Scorpio, middle of December, please? The general energies surrounding them. Middle of December, we have, there are two cards here. Yeah, the Hangman in reverse and the Tower card in the upright. Okay. And if this resonates, consider personal reading. My email is below. Just send me an email. We can make it happen. Challenge position, we have the King of Cups in the reversed. It's going to be tough middle of the month for you. Okay. Post up your 2020 Sun Moon reading requests. I'm currently working on those. Check out your 2019 while you're waiting. I am getting on them. It just takes you a really long time to do 144 readings. Judgment card in reverse for the advice position. Alrighty. And then ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook and Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate in a link below. Always appreciated. Seven of Swords in the upright. For moving forward from this reading or moving forward from the middle of December. So, general energies I'm getting, I feel like you got to a point, okay, in the middle of December where you decided, you know, I'm not going to be hanging around anymore. I'm not going to be waiting. I need to make a decision. I've waited around long enough. No, I'm not going to compromise. I feel like you drew a line in the sand. You made a deadline or whatever you did. And you decided, you know, this is what's going to happen. Okay. I mean, it's going to, of course, it's going to resonate differently for everybody. I don't know. I can only see so much in regards to what it is and who I'm talking to. But I feel like you were very firm about it. And you're like, okay, you know, this is it on such and such a date, or, you know, these are my boundaries, or this is going to happen, but I'm tired of waiting around. I'm tired of hanging around. And no, you can't talk me out of it and all that other jazz that goes along with it. And I feel like you wanted things a very specific way. They had to be a specific way. You had an outcome or an expectation in mind. I don't feel like they were met. It's weird because I'm looking at this and I focused in on this here. It looks like a clock almost, like a cuckoo clock. So with the Tower card, I feel like, you know, they said no and everything blew up. And they were like, I'm done. Everything just crumbled, you know, and I feel like, I mean, it wasn't pretty. It was just kind of like, okay, well then, you know what? Burn it to the ground because I'm not interested in doing this anymore. And the only way that things are going to change is if we burn it to the ground. It wasn't pleasant. I don't think it was great. You might have resisted it. They might have resisted it, but it needed to be done. Challenge is, now you're just kind of like in your emotions with this King of Cups in reversed. Because I really feel like it ripped you apart. I mean, it was as unpleasant can be. And you don't know kind of what to do. You're having a hard time controlling your emotions. You feel like blaming the other person. You're, you know, your emotions are getting control of you. You're really moody. You're having mood swings of all sorts. Be careful that some of you aren't drinking or doing drugs or self-medicating or anything like that. But I definitely feel like it's a challenge for you because I think, you know that saying where like someone says this is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you, like that kind of deal. And I think this is hurting. So the advice card, we have the Judgment card in reverse. Now, part of this that I'm getting with the advice card is they're telling you, do not reconnect with this person again. Part of this is them telling you, you did the right thing. Now, I feel like they're saying that you could have been in a better headspace when this went on. I feel like when it kind of happened, because this is the Judgment card in reverse, so judgment is off when it's a Judgment card in reverse. Maybe, you know, you're not seeing things as clearly as you could be. But, you know, I feel like they're saying, okay, things could have been better. You could have been in a better headspace then. You could be in a better headspace now. But whatever. It is what it is right now. So right now, it's time to work on self-love, forgiving yourself for the mistakes you made, for the judgment that you went ahead and you made. But don't go back, I feel like they're saying. Okay? Because I feel like you might be tempted to go back. Don't do it. And I don't even know why I'm getting that, because I don't usually get that for the Judgment card, but I'm getting that. So as we move forward, we have the Seven of Swords here. What I was getting from the Seven of Swords is that you feel like you were robbed. And maybe this is feeding into the emotional stuff that's kind of going on. And this is leaning towards more of a romantic sort of deal. But I feel like there were things that you didn't get answers to, or I'm not going to say closure. I feel like you might find this out as you move forward, that this person was doing more things than you knew about, or things that you didn't know about. I feel like things were going on behind your back that you didn't know about. Could be cheating, could be betrayal. Excuse me, I just burped. Could be anything like that. And I don't feel like you know it. I feel like you suspect this, okay? For some of you could be going through a divorce as a result of this. Seven of Swords, I get divorced sometimes. But, so that's what I'm getting. I think you suspect it, but you don't have proof, okay? And I feel like this comes after the fact. It's not divorce, it could be a legal proceeding or something where you would have legal suit or legal issue with somebody, like going to court over something. So let's see what the clarifiers have to say. And maybe that's why you said, listen, this has to happen or else I'm moving on, because you might have suspected this going on and you didn't want to get dragged down with it, or you didn't want to be part of it. And I do feel like part of you is like, did I do the right thing? I feel like you did do the right thing, you just didn't do it in the best state of mind, or it wasn't handled or done as, I mean, I don't know why you guys are the ones that were in the situation, but that's what I'm kind of feeling. Why is the Hangman here in reverse for Scorpio? Who's this person with this energy? Additional messages for the Hangman in reverse for Scorpio, middle of December. And why is the Tarot card here in the upright? Okay, so you really, it absolutely ripped you apart coming to this decision where you were going to draw the line that we talked about, or have the timeline. It was either do or die. And I feel with the Ace of Cups, it wasn't an easy decision to make. You were sad. You cried days on end. You didn't let the other person know. I feel like you kind of repressed those feelings, but you knew it was something that had to be done, and you knew it was something that you had to push through. And again, it's kind of going back to, this is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. I don't think they realized how much it ripped you apart. But you were the one that had to be the one to decide this. Okay, otherwise I feel like it would have gone on endless. And even though it does kind of blow up, I see with the Star card in the upright, you have all the hope that the two of you, did I say that was a card of Aquarius? You have all the hope that the two of you are going to go on. You're going to come back from this. It might be a situation where the two of you weren't meant for each other. You were meant for other soulmates. You were meant for other connections. You had another purpose in life. But I feel like you should give yourself some credit for having the vision to see this, okay? For having the strength to see this and make the decision, this has to happen now, okay? Because that's a really hard thing to do. Why is the King of Cups here in reverse for the Scorpios? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the King of Cups in reverse for Scorpios. Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages. I feel like you're having a really hard time resolving these emotions and this conflict that you have within yourself. You're having a hard time. I feel like you're having a hard time moving out of it. You're trying to, but I feel like you're, I mean, because the Five of Wands is very much about moving out of something, finding resolution being conflicted internally, I feel like with you, finding relief after a struggle. And I think you're having a really hard time doing this. I think you're going to be in your emotions for a while. Some of you are having a hard time seeing how this kind of plays into the bigger picture. That this was a mistake that was necessary, that was needed to be done to reach another pinnacle. And we have the Knight of Cups here again in reverse. So I really feel like a lot of you are going through some really strong emotions. And the Knight of Cups can be, again, blaming and moody. Lots of moods. I mean, in the worst way, sometimes almost abusive. And it's just, you can't let your emotions drive the train. I feel like that's the message to kind of get out of this. Can't quite figure out what this situation was. Why is the Judgment card here reversed for Scorpios, middle of December? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages. Judgment card in reversed. Who is this person? What is this energy? I'm not pulling out that stack. Like 10 cards. I'll be here all night reading those. Yeah, you're having this thing where you're like, well, maybe I didn't handle things well. Maybe I was being selfish. They're telling you these things, these thoughts that you're having, just kind of like let them go. Maybe I was being jealous. Maybe I was possessive. Maybe I wasn't thinking right. The Death card in reverse, which is your card. So now you're like, maybe I should stay in this. Maybe I went about it the wrong thing. Maybe I should hold on to this. Don't second guess. They're telling you with the Two of Wands that this, you had a reason to suspect something, okay? Because the Two of Wands reverse can be mistrust in a partner, somebody who's not pulling their weight, somebody who's unreliable. And they're telling you need to go back to that because you're backsliding here. After all you've went through, and you're going to backslide. You already drew the line and everything. You don't want to go back. Those are your emotions playing with you. Alrighty? Why is the Seven of Swords here in the upright? Who is this person? What is this energy? Additional messages for the Seven of Swords. Who is this person? What is this energy? It's so weird because I feel like this person, I don't know, they're leaned over like they're crushed. Like they suspect something and it's ripping their heart out. Here's the King of Cups in reversed again. I feel like here you go a whole other round, middle of December. Either you suspect something, you have a hint of something, find out somebody's been doing something behind your back, and there's a whole other round of emotions here. I see the Four of Wands, so to me that's just the fairy tale broken. What you thought you had is absolutely broken. Whatever you find out that this person was doing. So you're going to take a second hit here. I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news. Just hold on to this Star card here. You guys are doing great in regards to that. But I do feel like you're going to take a second hit. You're going to find something out, and it's just going to put you through the ringer. This whole other set of emotions here, and it's going to add to wow, you know. They broke our fairy tale. They ruined our fairy tale. They broke our house, our home, whatever it is. They made our life like a mess almost. And you know, you're getting caught in your emotions. Runaway train. You can't let your emotions be a runaway train because then it's going to spill into other areas of your life. And I'm getting vengeful from this Five of Swords. I feel like you find this out and you want to take everything from them. And you want to defeat them. You want to take every little sword that you can from them. Out of spite. Out of vengeance. Out of your emotions running this. And I wouldn't do it. I would not do it. Okay? Maybe the Judgment card here is talking about, you know, being aware of your judgment as you move forward. Don't let things be skewed. Don't let things take you. You know, there's it's not a good look, okay? Just keep that in mind. You know, if you're going to be reactive or you're going to have emotions kind of rule you and you let it get the best of you and you make decisions based on that, it's not a good look from people on the outside looking in, okay? So just kind of like imagine like a room full of people watching what you're doing, what you're thinking, and how you're kind of, and then say to yourself, would you do it, you know? And that's always kind of a good gauge. So, oh, another tough reading. Okay, if this is your reading, consider personal reading, just send me an email. We can make that happen. Otherwise, put in your request for your 2020 Sun Moon readings. Check out your 2019s in my playlist. Ask me a question on Instant Go. Check me out on Facebook and Insta. Like, share, subscribe, and or donate. Good luck to you in regards to